Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It's Thursday afternoon here in the Eastern Time Zone of the USA. It is time for the DX Engineering Manufacturer Showcase. This is a show where we bring on one of our more than 160 different manufacturers that we sell here at DX Engineering. And we try to highlight some of their products, and you get to ask questions. Today we have West Mountain Radio. Mark is the president, and he's on with us. So if you have questions, put them in the chat. Hello, Mark.
Hi there.
And so let's go ahead and get. You do have a slide presentation, so let's go ahead and get started with that.
All right. Oh, good. I'm going to try and share my screen right now. Are we good?
Yes, go ahead and put that in slideshow mode full size. Oh boy. Oh, you went the
Are we good?
You hit the wrong button. No, we're not good. You collapsed the whole thing. You were close, but then you moved over to the wrong side.
All right, let me stop sharing. Try sharing again. Sorry, guys. Share screen. Let's try that. It is.
Now you minimize the whole presentation. You need to get the presentation back up on your screen, do the share, and it should go right away.
Are you guys seeing anything here?
No, we're not seeing anything. We were seeing something, but it's gone. Can you open it up on your screen and then hit screen share?
Yeah, I'm seeing on my screen the slideshow. I'm not sure why you're not.
All right, so now you have to hit share, and then you have to click on the screen you want to share, which is that PowerPoint screen.
All right, share. Share screen. Share screen. Select screen.
You got to highlight that screen.
CBA presentation. Wow. What are you guys seeing?
Nothing. There we go. All right, now go back over to slideshow right there and see where it says oh, you got to stay on slideshow.
It's already running the slideshow in the background. Let me see if I can stop that one.
There we go. Well, you just had it. Now it's gone.
think it's going to a seconds. I don't know what it's doing.
All right, there. Now we've got it full. Go to the front. Is that the front slide, Mark?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, go ahead.
Sorry, guys, for all the trouble. We are a technology company, but we're going to talk about battery testing. We have a product line called the Computerized Battery Analyzer. Let me just start with a few points about battery testing. On lead-acid batteries, you can expect like 2 to 10 years on your lead-acid battery. Most of them die by age 7. You can expect a little better life at 77 degrees and less life at 90 degrees. So basically, outdoors in the south, the batteries aren't going to last as long. Indoors, you can get a good 7 years out of your battery. Predicting the end of a life, what the battery manufacturers say is that when there's a 20% drop in the capacity, the rated capacity on the battery, you've gone through about 85% of the battery's life. That last 15% is going to go real quick. So when the capacity drops to 20%, if you have a 100 amp hour battery and it gets down to 80 amp hours, that last bit is going to go very quickly. So that's the time to throw out the battery. I'm sorry,
Either the down arrow or the space bar. Nope, and we lost the whole thing.
Well, I'll do with what slides I get. I'm not sure why this PC's acting weird today. The most common failure on a battery is corrosion. And the second most common is what they call dry out. And I got a slide. Yes, it will let me go there. On the corrosion, what happens is when the lead acid battery is not fully charged, the plates corrode. And that they always corrode as the battery is drained, but they come back when the battery is charged up. If you leave them in the discharged position too long, it hardens and that corrosion sticks around. So that's what's causing the grid corrosion, and that's the most common failure in a lead acid battery. That's why we have trickle chargers for lead acid batteries, to try and keep them always charged up. Dry out is when the battery vents gas. Even a sealed battery will vent gas, and you get more gas venting when the battery is charged at a heavy charge rate or discharged at a heavy rate. And when the acid is lost in a sealed battery due to the dry out, the battery will, are you seeing the slides?
No.
I'm sorry. I'm seeing the slide. I don't know why you're not. You seeing anything here?
Nope. Here, let me help you a little bit, Mark. Let me share my screen, and we will go through some of the West Mountain products. How about that? All right. Let's talk about products. Okay. You see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So here is the West Mountain Radio CBA battery discharge amplifier. Why don't you talk a little bit about that? I know we don't have it in stock, but this appears to be one of your more expensive items, and tell us what it does.
Well, the regular CBA unit can handle a discharge on your batteries of 150 watts. When you add the amplifier in, what it does is it takes the current from the CBA, multiplies it by 10. And so you can discharge up to 500 watts of energy using the amplifier. This allows you to charge much larger batteries, or even the modest-sized lithium batteries where you can charge them, discharge them faster. You can use the amplifier.
Okay, that looks like a very, very nice piece of gear. And let's see here. We also have, go back, the West Mountain Radio Rig Runner DC outlet panels. Here's a very nice item as well.
Those are very popular right now. Basically, it's a power distribution panel, 10 outlets, and each port can be monitored over the internet. You're showing a 5-port version. We've now switched it to a 10-port. Each outlet can be monitored over the internet and controlled over the internet. They have electronic fuses, which will blow, and you can reset them again over the internet from any web browser. You can see how much current each of those ports is drawing. You can shut the port off, turn the port on. The model that you're showing is very popular with repeater stations, so that you can remotely cycle power on your transmitter or shut a transmitter down that's misbehaving. Very hot item right now.
Yeah, a lot of control. That's really good, Mark. We're on today with Mark, the president of West Mountain Radio. And if you have a question about any of the West Mountain products, now's your chance to ask those questions in the chat. Here we have the West Mountain Radio CLR stereo clear speech. Let's talk about this.
For a long time, we've had the clear speech products, which reduce the noise. They get rid of hash, they get rid of hums and buzzes, any kind of repetitive noise. This model here has got 2 processors built into the same unit. And what that allows you to do is a lot of your radios will have 2 VCOs where you can hear 2 stations at the same time. So this model does processing on both of those radios. So you can be listening in the left ear, one station, right ear, another station. Then using the switches on the front panel of this, you can put the same station into both ears or switch it back and forth or go back to the dual mode. So that's a really nice unit.
Yeah, boy, that does look great. And it's got DSP in it for noise reduction, right?
Correct. 1 for each channel.
All right. Let's go down here to the Rig Blaster. I know this is popular as well.
This is our newest model of the Rig Blaster, the DX Pro. And this has in it, first of all, we were talking about the DSP earlier. There's actually a socket in this thing where you can plug in a DSP unit to clean up the audio for voice mode. But it's mainly for digital mode. We've got 2 codecs inside there for processing the audio, the digital audio. You know, you can be monitoring multiple stations at the same time from your PC in digital mode. There's a lot of features built into this for remote control. So people are operating their station remotely in digital mode. They'll be able to use that. Yeah, it's been pretty good for us.
Great. Very, very nice, and you know, has a lot of utility around the shack. I see the DC go to portable batteries here. Let's talk a little bit about this West Mountain Radio Rig Blaster Blue wireless interface.
What this does is it connects to your radio the way our other Rig Blasters connect. But instead of a USB port to the PC, this has a Bluetooth connection. So first of all, you connect to the PC the way you would the regular Rig Blasters without having to tie the grounds together between the laptop and the Rig Blaster. But more importantly, because we've got the Bluetooth, the audio going on over Bluetooth, you could use like a Bluetooth headset and use this for voice mode. So you could be cleaning your basement at the same time that you're talking on the radio. You put it into box mode, so whenever you talk, it doesn't push to talk on the radio.
Right.
So you can just use this for voice mode instead of the digital mode that a lot of people would use the Rig Blaster for. But in addition, because again, the audio is in Bluetooth, you can use a tablet, for example, to do like PSK31 or something like that.
Okay, that's very cool. You know, if I look, we have a ton of West Mountain products. Do you know, Mark, how many SKUs you guys make?
We say 150, but there's probably, we've got a lot of cables and stuff, so there's probably a lot more than that. No, we haven't counted. We just were talking about that. But of main products of things that people buy independently, it's probably 150.
Yeah, no, it's when I did a West Mountain search at dxengineering.com, it came back with 147 items.
Sounds about right.
So I think you nailed it at 150. And let's see here if we have any questions. The great thing about the West Mountain product line, Mark, you guys are so quality minded. The stuff works right out of the box. You've got great instructions, and really, the amount of time that our sales team has to spend on the phone afterwards on support is very minimal. So I want to congratulate you on doing such a great job.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. We do have some really good support people. We try hard. We've got online chat during the regular business hours during the day. We take a lot of suggestions from customers. A lot of the things that are in the products are things that customers suggested.
Yeah. So, Mark, let's talk for a second about Hamvention. Tell me about West Mountain's presence at Hamvention coming up.
We're gonna have our regular booth that we always have in one of the commercial buildings. But this year we're also going to set up a second booth in the flea market area. This is the first time we've tried something like that. We think there's a lot of people who come to the show and don't bother going through the commercial buildings, or they get lost and don't actually find all the booths. So we wanted to put a presence out in the flea market, and we're going to basically sell surplus parts and equipment there, things that we just had laying around the building that we're not going to actually sell as a real product. So people can stop by, and then we'll have brochures there and some prizes and stuff like that. So we wanted to have some sort of a presence there to let people know that we're at the show, for the people who might not come up to the commercial booths, and just have that kind of a presence. But the show's always been very good for us.
Yeah, so you're going to be inside with the vendors, and also outside in the flea market. So there's two places to see West Mountain Radio at Hamvention. That's going to be great, and I know you and your team have got to be looking forward to that, but because we haven't been
able. A while.
It's been a while, so we're dusting everything off and getting ready to go again. Well, listen, Mark, there are no questions. Lots of happy customers here in the chat, so that's a good thing. And we want to congratulate you and your entire staff on phenomenal products that really do make a difference in hams being able to enjoy this great hobby. And we look forward to seeing you at Hamvention. And thanks for coming on today.
All right. Sorry for the ISO trouble. Thank you for inviting us.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again after Hamvention. No problem, Mark.
Very good.
All right. Take care.
Thanks.
73 and 73 to all of you from DX Engineering.